ruling Unity Party as Speaker. This action was done outside the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Though illegal, their action has been backed by the executive that has interpreted in its favor. An earlier Supreme Court opinion that noted that actions taken at the House were ultra-vires, inducting a Representative Cone in office as Speaker in spite of the presence of the embattled Speaker Fonatikova. That's it, the editorial for the New Dawn newspaper. A truly independent. And we move to our next stop, the Independent, Liberia's most investigative newspaper. Volume 23, number 525. The Independent, and this paper is sold for 50 Liberian dollars. And right at the front page, Liberia's UN Security Council seat bay threatened as ECOWAS to withhold support. Liberia's UN Security Council seat bay threatened as ECOWAS to withhold support. You have the photograph of the President Joseph Newman Boakai right at the front page of the Independent. A curse of riches. There's curse of riches breeds unrest and investors' anxiety. The curse of riches. There's riches. Breeds unrest and investors' anxiety. The case of Jetty. And we move at the back page of the Independent, Liberia's most investigative paper. EPA highlights Liberia rich biodiversity. EPA highlights Liberia's rich biodiversity as partners validate national strategy. You have the photograph of the EPA Executive Director, Dr. Emmanuel Yakpawolo, right at the back page of the Independent newspaper. Liberia joins 1,300 delegates to IMO. Also, you have the Liberia permanent representative to the IMO. Photograph right here, Ambassador Robert Body right here. Lavish spending on political leaders. Lavish spending on political leaders as Liberia among 10 poorest countries. Lavish spending on political leaders as Liberia among 10 poorest countries. You have the graph right here. Liberia is among 10 poorest countries. And we move to our next stop, the Heritage of Volume 28, number 355-706. The truth is our guide. And right at the front page of the Heritage, Boakai declares Port of Bikano a key to Liberia's economic survival. Boakai declares a Port of Bikano key to Liberia's economic survival. And you have the photograph of the president during a visit at the Port of Bikano, right here at the front page of the Heritage of Volume 28, number 355-706. And this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. And still at the front page, a U.S. ambassador drops a bombshell warns of illegal immigration visa fraud. U.S. ambassador drugs bombshell warns of illegal immigration visa fraud. You have the photograph of U.S. ambassador to Liberia, Mark Turner, right at the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Overinflated yellow machines cause Senator Coney calls for action. Overinflated yellow machines cause Senator Coney calls for action. You have the photograph of Senator Amara Coney along with the earth-moving equipment right at the front page of the Heritage. And we move at the back page. The truth is our guide, Heritage newspaper. Minister Giddens pushes for completion of Kavala River Bridge. Minister Giddens pushes for completion of Kavala River Bridge. CBL governor unveils hopeful growth. CBL governor unveils hopeful growth. You have the photograph of the CBL governor, Mr. Heron Samuel, right at the back page of the Heritage. The truth is our guide. And still at the back page, in anti-corruption fight, Councillor Williams urges judicial integrity. In anti-corruption fight, Councillor Williams urges judicial integrity. You also have the photograph of the president of the Association of Female Lawyers, Councillor Philomena Williams, right at the back page of the Heritage. And quickly, let's bring you the editor. America's warning is loud. Liberia must listen. Like America's warning is loud. Liberia must listen. In a moment that felt above diplomatic and deeming the United States ambassador to Liberia, His Excellency Mark Turner put no purchase as he issued one of the strongest warnings yet on the growing crisis of illegal immigration and visa abuse among Liberians. With Liberia now ranked as the 10th highest in the world for U.S. visa outstays, the ambassador's word rendered like thunder clear, direct and impossible to ignore. This isn't just another diplomatic auction. It's a red flag waving in the full public view, signaling that the patience of one of Liberia's strongest actors is wearing a dangerous thin. Tuna's revelation that nearly 1 in 5 Liberians who travel to the U.S. on tourist visa fail to return is not only embarrassing, it's a potential policy disaster waiting to happen. And that's the editorial right here for the Heritage newspaper. The truth is our goal. That's guy. This paper is sold for just 40 Liberian dollars. And we move to our next stop this morning. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Volume 3, number 016, number 16. This paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Right here at the front page, death jail deportation for people sneaking into USA. You have the photograph of the Statue of Liberty right here at the front page of the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. And quickly we moved at the back page. African trade crucial to avoid a tariff fallout, EcoBank says. African trade crucial to avoid tariff fallout, EcoBank says. New route for undersea internet cable to scoop outages. A new route for undersea internet cable to end outages. And we move to our next stop this morning. The nation's news since 1989. Volume 35, number 240. And this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. So you can also get a copy of this one. And right at the front page, warning to Liberians as U.S. envoy detects overstay illegal entry. You have the photograph of the U.S. ambassador Mark Turner right at the front page of the news, the nation's news since 1989. Still the front page, Howard Taylor not speaking the truth. They don't want a probe of ex-vice president and non-payment of benefits claims. Howard Taylor not speaking the truth. They don't want probe of ex-vice president non-payment of benefits claims. You have the photograph of the former vice president Joel Howard Taylor right at the front page of the news. And we move at the back page of the news, the nation's news since 1989, volume 35, number 240. Liberia, Sierra Leone discuss Gola project and first strategic steering meeting. Liberia, Sierra Leone discuss Gola project and a first strategic steering meeting. You have a whole dedicated the photograph right at the back page of the news, a newspaper. Government speaks on Liberia's progress at a 55th birth anniversary. The government speaks on Liberia's progress at a 55th birth celebration. AFDB comments UBA's role in facilitating Africa's development. And the AFDB, African Development Bank, comments UBA's role in facilitating Africa's development. And still at the back page of the news, LRA mourns the loss of a dedicated staff, James Goma. LRA mourns the loss of dedicated staff, James Goma. Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation briefs intern on workings of entity. Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation briefs intern on workings of the entity. And you have the photograph of the intern right at the back page of the news, the nation's news since 1989. And our next stop this morning is the Inquirer. The Inquirer newspaper, volume 34, number 57, April 8, 2025. And this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. And right at the front page of the Inquirer, Lack of progress at Bikano Port disappoints Bwaka. Lack of progress at Bikano Port disappoints Bwaka. You have the photograph of the president right here doing a tour in Bikano. AFL launches Operation A True Guardian across Liberia. AFL launches Operation True Guardian across Liberia. You have the photograph of AFL soldiers on patrol right at the front page of the Inquirer. New LECMDA pledges reliable power. New LECMDA pledges reliable power. Men 35 arrested with drug at Ganta checkpoint. Man 35 arrested with drug at Ganta checkpoint. You have the photograph of the stock suspect Dominic right at the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. And we move at the back page. Government to launch anti-mob violence campaign nationwide. Government to launch anti-mob violence campaign nationwide. You have the photograph of the Justice Minister, Oswald 12, right here at the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Development Foundation identified with fire victims in Dwazon. The courts and government for intervention. Bwaka honors Dr. Kanga's legacy. Donate US $15,000 to Christian Education Foundation. Bwaka honors Dr. Kanga's legacy. Donates US $15,000 to Christian Education Foundation. As businesses don't die on Center Street, whose responsibility is to remove it? As businesses don't die on Center Street, whose responsibility is to remove it? You have the photograph of a huge pile of dirt right here, a capture on the Center Street. And quickly, let's bring you the editorial for the Inquirer newspaper. Thanks to you, Mr. Ambassador, but we beg to defer. Liberia's ambassador to Japan, Edward Appleton, has raised concern over what he calls the continuous marginalization of women in the country, citing the lack of gender balance. That's balance opportunities in both government and private concession areas. Speaking during a ceremony in Plebo City, April 5, 2025, Ambassador Appleton, who's also contested in the 2023 presidential elections, draws attention to the limited access women have to education, economic empowerment, and participation in political processes. Indeed, women in Liberia have been left behind as they face significant barriers in accessing education, starting businesses, and getting involved in national decision making, for which apparently he's calling on the Liberian government to prioritize gender equality and create avenues for women to play more active roles in shaping the nation's future. And that's the editorial for the Inquirer newspaper. And our next stop this morning is the Daily Observer, volume 25, number 59. And this paper is sold for $40 Liberian dollars. Yeah, just $40. You can get a copy of it. And right at the front page, the story stopping a Don Rex jail of deportation. U.S. ambassador warns Liberia's on illegal entry. Don Rex jail or deportation. You have the photograph of the U.S. ambassador Mark C. Thornton right here at the front page of the Observer newspaper. Maria best remember for a lifetime of service to Liberia and humanity. Liberia, a welfare state for politicians. A welfare state for politicians. An analysis on the lavish spending of political leaders and reasons why Liberia is among the world's poorest country. An analysis on the lavish spending on political leaders and reasons why Liberia is among the world's poorest countries. Liberia needs another female chief justice. Association of Female Lawyers says urges President Bouaka to trust another woman with the nation's judicial reform process. And quickly, let's move at the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper of volume 25, number 59. Environmental Justice Foundation violates mapping small-scale fisheries, landing smoking sites in 4 counties. Environmental Justice Foundation violates mapping small-scale fisheries, landing smoking sites in 4 counties. You have the photograph of Dr. Emmanuel T. Olatunji, the project consultant and faculty at the University of Liberia. Right here, a National Young Women Political Council of Liberia, Action Aid Liberia, empower next generation for women leaders. NYWPLC, Action Aid, Liberia, empower next generation of women leaders. Well, folks, this is our last stop right here on the program, the Local Dailies, right on Kear Radio, FM 95.9. And our last stop is the Front Page Africa, volume 18, number 065, Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. And this paper is sold for $40 Liberian dollars. And quickly, right at the front of the Front Page Africa, a newspaper, nearly 50 Revenue Authority employees unemployed for alleged insurance fraud, corruption scandal at LRA. And don't risk your future. The United States cracks down on illegal immigration. President Trump is holding everyone accountable. And quickly, let's bring you the back page. Liberia Taekwondo Federation adopts new constitution to enhance efficiency. Well, folks, let's run for this short break. We come back, we bring you details of our talking point right here on this Tuesday's edition of the program, the Local Dailies. Thanks to all of you watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter as well. Just leave your comments. Definitely, we going to read them. So let's take this short break. We come back to bring you details of our talking points. Thanks so much. Let's bring you details of our talking point. A major corruption scandal has rocked the Liberia Revenue Authority, LRA, with nearly 50 is on an investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance fraud scheme. According to sources close to the matter, employees of the LRA are suspected of submitting fraudulent hospital receipts to claim reimbursements, defrauding the institution of thousands of US dollars. The fraud involves claims on an emergency medical insurance reimbursement, a program set up by the LRA to address gaps in staffed medical coverage following delays in the approval of the fiscal year 2024 budget. The investigation into the matter is ongoing, and the LRA's Professional Ethics Division is leading the probe. Initial reports indicate that some employees submitted fake receipts for medical treatment, with some individuals allegedly receiving as much as US 300 in reimbursements. A sum that includes claims for themselves and three dependents at a reimbursement rate of 75% per person. This scandal comes amid a turbulent financial period for the LRA, with over 300 employees suspended due to their involvement in the alleged fraud. The suspension stemmed from accusations of not only the insurance fraud, but also other financial misconduct within the institution. In an effort to address medical insurance issues, the LRA has set up a temporary reimbursement mechanism in July 2024 after delays in the procurement process for a new insurance policy. Given that employees have been without medical insurance for several months, the administration decided to reimburse staff for medical expenses up to 75%, which was the same benefit level as the previous year's policy. However, it wasn't long before the discrepancy began to surface. It was discovered that several employees had submitted false hospital receipts, in some cases, filed multiple reimbursement claims for themselves and their dependents. This fraud has raised alarms about the effectiveness of internal controls within the LRA. The Liberia's Commissioner General, Councillor Doba Jala, is yet to comment publicly on the scandal, but sources indicated that investigation is ongoing and that disciplinary actions are being considered. The LRA is also being under pressure to ensure that such a scandal does not repeat itself in the future, with many demanding tighter oversight and better systems to prevent fraud. The investigation continues, and more details are expected to emerge in the coming weeks. This scandal is the latest in a series of corruption-related issues in Liberia's public sector, underscoring the need for stronger mechanisms to combat fraud and ensure transparency in government institutions. Liberia's insurance services. Insurance services in Liberia, such as health and vehicle coverage, are primarily provided by private companies, most of which are Liberian owned. However, according to a whistleblower, under the FAJA system, clients and work in line with medical facilities to defraud the government, either by accepting fake medical receipts or by providing medical services to relatives not covered under the insurance scheme. The revival of the National Insurance Company of Liberia, NOCA, that's NICO, sorry, by the former Weir Taylor administration has sparked mixed reactions. Originally established in the 1980s to support the country's emerging insurance sector, NICO was designed to provide reinsurance services at a time when the market was dominated by foreign-owned firms who had 5 or 6 insurance companies operated in Liberia. Today, Liberia's insurance landscape has transformed, with 10 out of 15 licensed companies owned and managed by Liberians. The industry remains one of the few sectors in which Liberians maintain a dominant stake. Critics argue that NICO's re-entry into the market could undermine Liberia businesses and edge them out of competition. Others, however, believe that it could help boost the government revenue and reinforce oversight in the sector. Amid this debate, the Central Bank of Liberia appears poised to address regulatory concerns, speaking at the opening of a 3-day Insurance Act Validation Workshop 2025. Organized by the CBL in collaboration with the Lloyd Reform Commission at the Executive Pavilion in Monrovia, Executive Governor Karen Salmon called for the establishment of an independent National Insurance Commission. According to the governor, the proposed body, Liberia Insurance Commission, will be a corporate entity owned by Liberian government and taxed with regulating all insurance activities in the country. The move, he said, is part of broader efforts to enhance transparency, efficiency, and accountability within the insurance sector. Meanwhile, at the LRA, the ongoing investigation into alleged fraud involving nearly 50 employees accused of manipulating a temporary medical reimbursement scheme has raised concern. While it remains unclear whether the probe will result in criminal charges or internal disciplinary measures, or source told Homepage Africa that the LRA is taking the issue seriously due to its potential impact on the institution's integrity. As the investigations are continuous, it has raised serious questions about the effectiveness of internal controls and oversight mechanisms within the human resource and finance departments, and whether the temporary reimbursement system was adequately monitored. Well, folks, that's our talking point right here. You listen to the talking point. Major corruption scandal rocked the Liberia Revenue Authority, with nearly 50 employees under investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance fraud scheme. What do you make of it? According to sources close to the matter, employees of LRA submitted fraudulent hospital receipts to claim reimbursement, defrauding the institution of thousands of US dollars. What do you make of those employees' action? Some employees submitted fake receipts for medical treatment, with some individuals allegedly receiving $300 US each. And let's hear from you. It was also discovered that several employees have submitted false hospital receipts in some cases, filed multiple reimbursement claims for themselves and their dependents. What do you make of the employees, the over 50 employees' action? Let's hear from you on the following numbers of 0777 959 959, 0880 98 27 19, 0777 959 959, 0880 98 27 19. What do you make of those over 50 employees at the Liberia Revenue Authority? Major corruption scandal rocked the LRA with nearly 50 employees. 50 employees are under investigation. For alleged involvement in an insurance firm. Amen. What do you make of that? Government struggling. Yet and still you got people in the system manipulating. What do you make of that? Over nearly 50 employees under investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance firm. Should this be coming from LRA employees who we expect to do the needful? According to sources close to the matter, employees of LRA are suspected of submitting fraudulent hospital. The people acting the World Trade Center guys. Some of those fake things. Imagine working in a professional environment. Submitted fraudulent hospital receipts to claim reimbursement. Area of the country, Hannah. Folks, let's hear from you. Call us on 0777 959 959, 0880 9827 19. Let's hear from you. What do you make of those nearly 50 employees' action? Do you think it's right for us to continue with these kind of information, with these kind of things that have the propensity to undermine government's institution? Major corruption scandal rocked the Liberia Revenue Authority. Over 50 employees are currently undergoing investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance firm. What do you make of that? Let's hear from you. 0777 959 959, 0880 9827 19, 0880 9827 19, 0777 959 959. What do you make of that? Thanks to all of you watching. This is the program of the Local Dailies right on Kear Radio, FM 95.9, and I am your host, Princess Kamara. You listen to our talking point, folks. You out there. What do you make of those employees' action? Imagine working for an institution. At the end of the day, you finding all kind of means to mess up the system. We complain about these things. We condemn them. Even people going on a different area to get documents. Sometimes we speak the way we condemn. Imagine working in a government institution. You're now facing false documents and submitting them. According to sources close to the matter, those employees are suspected of submitting fraudulent hospital receipts to claim reimbursement. Money bidding hard now. Everybody hustling. People finding means to get money, so they do all kinds of things. Is it that also hard that even you working for salary, you should also undermine the system? That also hard to the extent that money business hard. So tactics. You working at the LRA, but you didn't still you going on a World Trade Center, you going all over to fake document only because you want people to give you money. Call us on 0777 959 959. Let's hear from you. What do you make of it? Want to hear from you this morning. What do you make of their action? Under investigation for a large involvement of insurance fraud team. What do you make of it? On 0777 959 959 0880 982 What do you make of those employees' action? Quickly, let's hear you. Good morning. Okay, we lost that. Call us on 0777 959 959 0880 982 So quickly, let's run for this one. Good morning. Yeah, morning. Your name and where you join us from? Yeah, your name.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You live. Your name and where you join us from? Okay, your name, please. All right, let's hear you quickly. Wow. Hope you call back. Call us on 0777 959 959 0880 982 What do you make of those employees' action? And some employees submitted fake receipts. Imagine fake receipts for medical treatment, with some individuals allegedly received 300. So you submitted more than 4, 5, 6, 7. Just calculate 3 USD. Imagine. It was discovered that several employees had submitted false hospital receipts and, in some cases, filed multiple reimbursements. Some people not just want 1. They want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you make of those employees? Nearly 50 employees' action, that are currently undergoing investigation for a large involvement in an insurance fraud scheme. What that has the propensity of undermining the Liberia Revenue Authority. According to sources close to the matter, employees of LRA are suspected of submitting fraudulent hospital receipts. Amen. To claim reimbursement. Imagine you go, you fake things, then you bring it to the people. What do you make of it, folks? Well, folks, this is the program, the Local Dailies, right on Kear Radio, FM 95.9. It comes on every day from Mondays to Fridays, 10:30 to 11. This program highlights the front and back pages of the Local Dailies, including the editorial. Equally gives you talking points that affords you the opportunity to call and have a say. What do you make of the Liberia Revenue Authority? Nearly 50 employees currently undergoing investigation for a large involvement in an insurance fraud. According to sources close to the matter, employees of LRA are suspected of submitting a fraudulent, fake hospital receipts to claim a reimbursement. You want the people to pay you 2. Should that be coming from the Revenue Authority? No way. Should we give these kind of people a space in our country? What do you make of their action? Let's hear you on the following numbers: 0777 959 959. What do you make of those employees' action? What message do you have to send out? Currently, is alleged that they are suspended. A suspension enough 50 and nearly 50 employees under investigation. Let's hear from you. Or call us on 0777 959 959 0880. Quickly, let's take this one. Good morning. Yeah, morning. Your name and where you join us from?
My name is Charlie Jr. I'm calling from.
Can you walk away from your monitor, please, Tatus?
Oh.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, my name is Charlie Jr. I'm calling from Red Light.
Okay, quickly, let's hear you. Can you walk away from your monitor, please? The feedback. Yeah, it's okay now. Let's hear you.
Yeah, getting me now. Okay, I said, but the actions have been taken by LRA. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. The criminal act.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what measure what do you recommend? Currently they are under investigation. You think investigation or suspension? You think suspension is worth everything? You think it's okay?
They should be suspended. Expelled.
They should be removed.
That's my point.
Okay.
They should be removed from the system because they are corrupt people.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning. Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. Your name and where you call us from?
Calling from Warren Street. I'm Roger G. Howard.
All right, Rogers. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you for your information concerning the LRA guys. Over 50. You need to be frank. I say, and I say again, as a broker, you do some good and do some bad. But the correction you come in, you have been over woman. That we cannot know you survive on it. But since the government give you the power, you be trying their best to move the corruption lies here. So for now, I recommend that those guys are being suspended to just be there. Not to come out of the job. Yeah.
They should be suspended, but they are currently undergoing suspension. They are currently undergoing suspension, so you recommend they come back, right?
No. How will they come back?
Okay.
They're not saying their own country. They're not saying their country. They told me all today. If you have time for your country, you can do such thing. You don't have the country. How the country is going forward, what will stay behind? What will stay behind for corruption?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Well, folks, let's keep the calls coming. 0777 959 959 0880 982 719. What do you make of the nearly 50 employees under investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance fraud scheme at the Liberia Revenue Authority? According to sources close to the matter, employees of that entity are suspected of submitting the fraudulent hospital receipts, imagine, to claim reimbursement and defrauding the institution of thousands of US dollars. Amen. People just are not. Some employees submitted fake receipts. Every time we found at other people going different areas to get funny documents now. And today the RRA, the employees there say will do the same thing. Thousands of dollars is wiped out at the Liberia Revenue Authority. Employees are nearly 50. What do you make of it? Keep the calls coming at 0777 959 959 088 0982 719. Well, folks, you're listening to the program, the Local Dailies, right on Kear Radio. It comes on every day, Mondays to Fridays. You can't afford to miss. Highlights all of the papers, including the front pages and the back pages. The editorial equal talking points that affords you the opportunity to call and have a say. This morning, what do you make of those nearly 50 employees' action at the Liberia Revenue Authority? Thanks to all of you watching us live on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all of our social media handles. We are live. Just click Kear Radio. And quickly, let's run for this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you join us from?
My name is Mr. F. Delivery, and I'm calling presently from this day.
All right, quickly, let's hear you.
Corruption, we are going to look at corruption from the top level.
Mm-hmm.
But now knowing it starts on the lower level, or it's at the lower level as well. So the action of these guys is punished, discouraged forever by removing them from their work.
Dismissal.
Let all of them be dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Keep following us.
Okay, thank you.
Instead of them being suspended, they should be dismissed. Yeah. After that investigation, let them be dismissed. I do support that as well. A major corruption scandal rocked the Liberia Revenue Authority with nearly 50 employees under investigation for alleged involvement in an insurance fraud scheme. What do you make of that? According to sources close to the matter, employees submitted a fake hospital document. Can you imagine? Well, folks, let's see whether we can take just two calls. That 2%, lucky person, right here in Korea Day, right on this Tuesday's edition of the Local Dailies. What do you make of that? The action of the 15 employees at the Liberia Revenue Authority for alleged involvement in an insurance fraud scheme. What do you make of it? Let's see. Let's hear from you on 0777 959 959 0880 982 719. Well, folks, that's it right here on this Tuesday's edition of the program, the Local Dailies. And let's see whether we can squeeze this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, I'm Harrison Bugler, calling from West Point Fishtown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's hear you quickly. Mm-hmm.
For the information I give you, let me say thank you for it also. But those who are carrying out, let us understand they are not contractors. But what they did, are contractors to do that thing about them, but they get so money advantage to pay our eyes. So for me, the government investigation on the guilty, apart from expecting people to trust but be sentenced. Like when people coming in for know that it will not be good for them. That's how I look at it. Yeah, apart from searching them, but be sentenced. If it's going to be 1 year. So the next one that be coming with no so years. Is that easy? Because employee has so many advantages when you be employee. There are so many advantages employee get. You can take loan, get so many things, insurance, go to the hospital, what are you doing, but we're expecting for contractor to do that. It's not for employees to do that.
But some contractors can do it. That's the thing.
Yeah, so After the verification of the guilty, get a sentence.
Okay, thank you. Keep following Kear Radio. Thank you so much. Well, folks, that's it right here on this Tuesday's edition of the program, the Local Dailies. Do join me tomorrow at 10:30 to 11:30, at which time we bring you the details of the Local Dailies on the market. Thanks to all of you watching. Thanks to all of you who call and listen. My name is Princess Kamara. Do join me tomorrow. Until then, it's bye-bye from my end.